I volunteered to be bused an hour every day, twice a day, to school. I went to South Daytona Elementary School and was bused from the mainland, crossing the bridge at Daytona Beach and going north to Holly Hill Elementary School to integrate that school. So I have a different perspective. I think we're all Americans. Americans first. And that if we look at it as Americans first, and we know where we have been, and we know where we want to go, and where we want to go is to be one people, and colorblind, because where our hearts are is what matters most, and that we care about each other, and we buck each other up. And if we see someone else who is struggling, we give them a hand. Or we give them a, you can do this. It took me 40 years to get my bachelor's degree. I got it in 2015. I also got 2 new knees that year. But you don't get through life without each other. And we should be able to look at each other and say, we're all human beings, and we all have problems. But if we tell each other, you can do this, we can do it together, and when we do it together, we can do anything. We won World War II because we did it together. We went to the moon because we worked together to do that. I saw, because I lived in Daytona Beach, every time that they sent off a rocket in the 60s, I went out on the front lawn of my school and we watched the smoke trail. Every year we went down to the Cape, to tour the Cape. And it was a wonderful thing. It was something America did together. We have all kinds of races and countries going up in space together now. We accomplished that together. We're better together. Don't divide us by what we can't help. I have a granddaughter whose father is from Egypt. I don't want her to have to say that she's one thing or the other. She's American. Her father became a citizen after 9/11. He was supposed to take the oath of citizenship in September 9/11, and it was canceled because he's a Muslim. When he aired out, when somebody re-entered his information wrong, no one wanted to help him for years. It turned out his father was a diplomat under Sadat, and he was born in Czechoslovakia. Somebody entered that he was born in Cairo, Egypt. He's a lawyer. He went to New York Law School. He came here and worked his butt off. And I'm proud of him. But I don't want his daughter to try to figure out who she is, besides being an American. I don't want her to say, I'm white, I'm Egyptian, I'm a person of color. I just want her to be that way, and I don't want my 5-year-old granddaughter who's blonde-haired and blue-eyed to feel bad because she's blonde-haired and blue-eyed. I want us all to be proud of who we are. And I think that big thing is we're all Americans. And this is a country that is free. And may we always be free. And may we always care for each other first. And buck each other up when you're down. And that should be the most important thing that we do every day, is to think of each other and be Americans.